This is Anthony from Adelaide, South Australia. He's angry that he's a musical failure, so he's traveled to see me, Matt Farley, in Danvers, Mass. I'll teach him to earn money and to be an artist of the middle class. This is...
Last night, I had to get my song count back on track. I was desperate and pumped out name songs for 2 hours.
Hey Glenn, you're going to prison. Hey Glenn, you're going to prison.
I should feel proud. This is just what Matt would do. So why do I feel so ashamed?
Keep your chin up, don't be sad. Life is wonderful, life is not so bad.
After doing 14 or whatever it was name songs, I didn't feel very proud of myself.
I mean, there's different types of art. Like, music doesn't have to be this epic thing. It's just a song. It's a funny song, you know? If singing that song can earn you enough money so that then you'll have time to do slightly more noble songs, then that's great. Feel better now? Keep your stupid chin up, okay?
But I'm not finding it a lot of fun at this point, which is, at first I was kind of charmed by it.
Yeah.
You know, the crew go out every night for dinner and drinks, and I'm just sitting up in there.
Who wants to go out for dinner and drinks? No way, no way.
So you think 10 songs about Jaws is more important than...
Oh, so much. Dinner and drinks is so boring. Seriously, like, and you're with them all day. What, do you need to talk with them more at night? What could you possibly, what do they have to say to each other?
I don't mind these guys.
They're great people. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, come on. Buy happy and get oil changes at Maury's. That's major savings for new cars, used cars, high-end or low. A guy who works for an ad agency in Minnesota, and he fell into the rabbit hole of Motown Media, and then he had an idea. He said, let's make this guy the pitch man from Maury's Auto, one of their clients. And so he had me write a whole bunch of songs. We want you to buy happy at Maury's. We want you to buy happy at Maury's. It's fun, it's different. It's like the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, frankly, I was kind of writing jingles for generic items all along, you know? So it's about time somebody hired me to do it for real. I search on Twitter, I write Maury's commercial, and most people aren't talking about it, but every couple of weeks, from somewhere in Minnesota, this Maury's commercial is driving me mad. Buy happy, Maury's and Maury's.com, your place to buy happy. This album is only available on vinyl. That's right, folks. I've released nearly 19,000 songs online, but this one album, Motown Heartburn, only on vinyl, and it's quite possibly my best album. This guy listened to my podcast and he said, hey, you could defray costs by putting ads on your record. And I was like, what a good idea. So, like, do you live in or around Dayton, Ohio? Try Cheadle Construction with his phone number and website. Isn't that amazing?
What's something you definitely 100% would never do?
Let's see.
I set out to learn how to make money from art, but I didn't think I'd have to sell out. And now I'm worried what everyone's going to think of me. How do you live with yourself when you do this?
My life was headed in some kind of different direction, but then you changed it. Now, the fact that you're in the States, you got to do some pumpkin carving, but in general, a friend says, hey, you want to carve a pumpkin?
Yeah.
And that's going to take away from music time. I'm going to have to say no to the pumpkin carving, you know?
I don't think I made my hole big enough.
I hate this.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna take...
Ugh. This is the worst. So are you having like a moral crisis about selling out to become a novelty songwriter?
A little bit. I feel like I have definitely written some good songs that I never would have written otherwise.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just those bad songs I'm still stuck on. Like, I don't really want to release them, but I'm at the point now where, like, I kind of have to.
You do. People will potentially criticize you for doing 100 songs in 10 days. It's like why? It's something I wanted to do. Give me a break. Why'd you have to criticize me for that? It's so strange.
Like, you've got some songs that are just great, like the whole song's great, but you've got some songs where there's a boring verse or something, but the chorus is great.
Yeah.
Like, does that make you, if I wrote that, I would dislike the song because of the verse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I like it because of the chorus.
Yeah.
And then I like it double because I'm like, isn't it funny how bad the verses are?
I'm the opposite. If one part of it's bad, the whole thing's bad in my head. For things I've made, but I can appreciate it in other people's work.
Yeah. It takes courage to share what you've done with the world, And most people don't do anything. And the people who do the least, it seems, are the most apt to criticize you,
Did you find you had any sort of, like, moral dilemma when you moved to primarily silly songs?
No, I was fine with it, 100% fine with it. But I definitely had a few friends who were like, you really want to do that?
What
and I said, yes. And that was the end of the conversation. Don't you find that friends sometimes, like, subtly try to keep you from being ambitious?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. There's just something in all of us that anytime someone wants to do something big, you're like, who do you think you are? So you can't win, is the moral of the story. But again, like, what are you on your graves? Here lies Anthony. He didn't follow through on his aspirations out of fear of what his friends would say. Do you want that? If you don't follow through on this, then that's what it's gonna say.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
Thanks for changing my life. Oh, yeah. Thanks for changing my life.
I still don't know if I could spend the rest of my life writing novelty songs, but Matt has invested so much in me. I feel like I owe it to him to bury these fears and see out the rest of this challenge.
Don't live in fear, nothing matters and we're all gonna die. Don't live in fear, nothing matters and we're all gonna die. Wanna live forever, but you waste your time if you even try. Don't live in fear, nothing matters. Go out in a blaze of glory.